It's wonderful to be speaking to Mercy Project's CEO and founder, Jeff Thompson. We've not been able to travel together, but Jeff has just returned from an amazing trip to Armenia and Ukraine. Jeff, first of all, tell us what you witnessed in Armenia and how Mercy Projects is responding.
It was actually quite sad in a way, when you're working with refugees and so forth. You can't help but have that affect you, at least emotionally. And we did our best, and we visited quite a large number of refugee families from Karabakh, which is inside of Azerbaijan. And these are families that fled their villages and when the fighting started and fled into Armenia. So many of them are either staying with family members, such as grandparents or aunts and uncles, or many are just staying with local families who open their homes. Some cities opened like gymnasiums for them to stay in. So um, at this time, many of them are not returning to Armenia because their homes and their villages were destroyed, and those villages are now being returned or given back to Azerbaijan.
So, what will be the longer term plan for how Mercy Projects will support the people there?
We've been doing camps for kids in Armenia for several years. I think about 11 years now, maybe 12. And the camps have been taking place in Georgia for Armenian kids. They pay their own transport. They fundraise and pay their transport, and then we put on the camp for them. And that's a discipleship camp. That's where we're sharing the gospel and going deeper in the things of Christ. We're teaching English and computers. They've never seen the ocean before. We're on the Black Sea. Those camps are going to continue. Our outreach to refugees is going to continue as well, since many of them cannot return home. So I'll actually be going back soon, and we'll be organizing the delivery of more supplies, more food and groceries to these families. And we're also starting a longer term project. And Pete, you know, this our region of Armenia, the Lori region, was hardest hit by the earthquake that they experienced in 1988. And this earthquake just decimated the region. So this area now has a ton of refugees that have poured back in from their villages in Karabakh. They don't have jobs. So we're looking to establish a dairy farm with 42 cows or so, or even more, and get them up and running, get that dairy farm providing jobs. So we have good friends on the ground, people that have been coming to our camps who came up with the idea, we really need jobs. We're losing our young people. They're going out of the country to work elsewhere. We need young people in our churches. We need jobs. Can you help us establish jobs? And their idea was a dairy farm, and they have a lot of experience. So we're raising some money to buy cows and to buy feed and to get that thing up and running.
Thanks, Jeff. That sounds like a great project. Love the idea of a dairy farm. And to learn more, go to mercyprojects.org or mercyprojects.co.uk.